Have you ever found yourself wishing there was a mute button for backseat drivers? Well, you're not alone. In today's video, we're diving into a hilariously inventive solution that one clever husband came up with to handle his wife's relentless navigation help. It's a creative technique you've probably never considered, and it just might change the way you think about driving with company. So buckle up, get ready for a ride full of laughs, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and share this video with all your friends. Trust us, you don't want to miss out on this one. It's a game changer for drivers everywhere. It was a sunny Saturday morning, and Nancy had decided it was high time she took a back seat, literally and figuratively, in her husband Bob's driving adventures. Bob, a mild-mannered school teacher with the driving skills of a seasoned taxi driver in a bustling city, had long mastered the art of navigating through traffic with the precision of a ballet dancer. However, Nancy, his loving and ever-anxious wife, had always been his unofficial co-pilot, guide, navigator, and sometimes even a front-seat driving instructor.
Remember, the Smith's place is on Maple Street, not Maple Avenue.
Nancy reminded Bob as they prepared to leave for a brunch.
Got it, hun. Maple Street.
Bob, who had lived in their town for over a decade, nodded with the patience of a saint. As they set off, Nancy clutched the passenger seat like it was a life raft. Every turn Bob made was accompanied by her gasps and unsolicited pedal pumping.
Bob, the light is yellow. Careful, that squirrel has a death wish.
Her relentless commentary on Bob's driving had become a part of their travel routine, almost as essential as the GPS. Today, however, Bob had a surprise for Nancy. He had installed a new feature in their car, a button labeled Panic Off. Unbeknownst to Nancy, it was just a dummy button connected to nothing at all. But Bob believed in the placebo effect.
Bob, the car behind us is getting too close.
Nancy said, peering into the side mirror.
Why don't you hit the panic off button?
Bob suggested with a grin, pointing to his new installation. Nancy, curious and a bit confused, pressed the button. To her amazement, nothing happened. No bells, no whistles, not even a beep. Yet, somehow, she felt a sudden calm wash over her.
Oh, Bob, that's better.
With each mile, Bob's maneuvers through the busy streets seemed less fraught with peril, at least in Nancy's perception. Her hands no longer gripped the seat, and her admonitions became less frequent. Every now and then, when a particularly daring cyclist whipped by or a driver cut them off, Nancy would instinctively jab at the panic off button, each press reinforcing her newfound tranquility.
Isn't this nice? Just a peaceful drive, you and me.
Nancy nodded, marveling at how this simple button had transformed their trip. She started to appreciate the scenery more, noticing the new cafe at the corner of Elm Street, and the way the morning sun cast long shadows on the quaint downtown shops. As they arrived at the Smiths, parked the car, and prepared to get out, Bob leaned over and whispered,
You know, that button isn't connected to anything. It's just a placebo.
Nancy stared at him, a mix of disbelief and humor in her eyes. Then, bursting into laughter, she said,
Well, it's the best gadget you've ever installed. But Bob, just remember, even with my panic off, I still think you're the best driver when I'm your co-pilot.
From that day on, every drive was smoother, though the panic off button remained a staple in their journeys. A silent reminder of the day Nancy learned that maybe, just maybe, Bob could manage without her backseat driving, at least sometimes. They continued to travel together, with Nancy occasionally pressing the button, not because she felt it necessary, but as a humorous ritual that underscored their shared journey, both on the road and in life. And there you have it. A drive filled with unexpected calm, thanks to the mystery of the panic off button. If you enjoyed this quirky tale of marital navigation and automotive placebo effects, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Human Stories Unveiled. Hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest videos. We have many more interesting, funny, and engaging stories based on real-life examples from our everyday lives coming your way. Stay tuned and keep unveiling the human stories with us.